All right, so welcome back, everybody. We are to one of my favorite stages with doing this. I got in my hand some of our graphics we're going to use. I'll get to that in just a second. What I want to show you right out the gate, without touching anything, you all remember I left you in the last episode. I called that process, babysitting it, seeing it all the way through. You remember we troubleshooted that bubble? Well, that bubble is gone. It did not come back at all. We got our drips taking shape. We got those all finished off correctly. And now we're left with sharp edges and stuff. Tom, go ahead and tune them in. This is where we're at right now. This sucker's really turned out. I mean, we are really happy with it. Every time we do another top, it's just, they're all different. So, really happy with this guy. We have set up down here kind of staged, not only for testing this, but also we're going to be able to use this, kind of see how it's going to spray out, see what we want to do here. We're dealing with a very shallow in the depth, totally different than a countertop and stuff. So we've got a long distance. So to us, it really matters how these veins are going to hit and lay out. But with no further ado, when it comes to veins, when it comes to things like that on your pieces, gazillion different ways you can go about it. This is just so simple. It's one of the easiest ways. So this is called Montana Marble Effect. This is the white. They have black. They have copper. They've got quite a few choices. Gray and I think even a blue. So what we're going to achieve here, I'm going to demonstrate for anybody that ain't seen it. You can get this off Amazon. Variety of colors, don't forget, but I want to show you. We've already shaken this up. Takes about 30 seconds to a minute. Really cool effect on a jet anything piece, solid color, anything like that. This really lays out, and it's a solid effect. So just like that, if this would have been our backdrop, you can see how quickly we made a really pretty a vein. It blows out. You really don't have any control over that. But a couple of good tips, as you're moving forward, if you start before, right along the piece and then jump off after, we've noticed over the years that we get it to lay a little better and look more like veining. If you're starting, stopping, if you're sideways, all these are different ways of doing it. There's really no wrong way or right way. So it's really just keep going as far as, whatever you want to end up seeing. So we're still not sure about this piece. We're just going to hit it a few different ways and see if we like it. No wrong way, no right way, really. We're going to start right here on the left side. I'm going to take one through and try to shoot that right off the back side because I do want to get some out here on the edges and everything and not just stay on top. Okay, I like that. See, and that's the part that you really don't have the control of. Exactly how I took my arm, it ended up shaking right there at the rear end, so it went all the way on front and over the back. Make sure when you shoot this, a lot of this will overhang the end of your project here. Take your finger, wipe across just to get any of that from dangling. When we go over the flood coat, we don't want those drips forming on that itself. So I really like how that hit. I'm going to leave that side alone there just for a minute. I'm going to try to light this edge up and come right off this back side here, and then I don't think we want to do any more down here. I mean, for that matter, we could try to start here and just go ahead and end that, and somebody could call that good. So it's really based on what you want to see. That's all I was looking for. There you go. That couldn't have timed out any better. I think you all would at home would agree. This side is kind of nice looking. If we were to shoot something else through here, you could call that a lot of blank spot. Depends on who you ask, and that's probably the answer you would get. I think we're happy with this down here. We just don't want it overloaded. We don't want too much veining. So I might try to hop right through here and right off that tail. Or what do you think, Tom? We could come off this back side right off the front side maybe. You think that'd be better?
Coming off the front, yeah.
All right. So I tell you what, I'm gonna go this way because I feel like this is laying out pretty good. If I start right about here and we intersect here, I'll try to jump right off that edge with it. I think that might do pretty well. Let's see. Ready? Oh yeah. Look at that. Now my goal was actually to go a little further, which is no big deal. But I definitely like that. One more little one right over here, Tom, and I think we got it. Yep. See, and I like how that kind of don't connect right there. It just picks up all by itself. So again, it's whatever you want to see. It's whatever you want to see. You just got to play with it. But man, the graphics on that, I mean, you've seen how quick we did this. It is just beautiful. Did you get a down in there all the way across? It's just beautiful how that hits. So no doubt, I think Mike's going to be really happy. I think he's going to really like it. Depending on how the light hits, of course, that glitter just twinkles right in your eye, just catches it. So if you haven't seen how we've done this all the way up to this point, we eager you to go check them out. All the videos are out up to this point. We're getting ready to put this one out tonight as well. I think this is part 5, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, we've labeled them all for you so there's no confusion. You know what? It's not too late in the game. We're actually going to do the flood coat tomorrow. So maybe if anybody wants to comment on how the veins are thrown out here, give us your opinion. Would you like to see a little bit more, Mike? You think this looks pretty good? Let us know. If it's in enough time before we go to do the flood coat tomorrow, we can always add a few more, but I'm really digging that, Tom. What do you think?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we hope everybody at home likes it. You could certainly do this yourself. Hope this video helps you along with the others, and as usual, we'll see you back with the next one. Tomorrow will be that day. We're going to be flood coating this guy. Just a clear flood coat right over the top. Probably not going to walk you down through the drips and mixing and all that stuff tomorrow. We've already done that. That's in part 2 and a little bit in part 3. So until tomorrow, we'll see you back real soon. All right, real quick. I know I told you we were done. We added that one in right there just to give it a little bit more. It was so much solid color right through here. So that just kind of really took shape, really kind of made it there. So do not forget, tomorrow we will be flood coating over the top of this. You're really going to see a big difference. It's going to put all that vein kind of down in there, give it all that deception, just tricking the eye, makes it seem like it's way down in there with this flood coat we're going to be putting on. So tune in tomorrow. We'll see you back then.